Alright, so here we are back, Dying Breed Barbecue. If you're coming back to the channel, welcome back. If it's your first time here, hey, thanks for checking us out. Today we're going to be doing some beef back ribs. Basically what these are is like, I guess maybe like the baby back pork ribs. These are off the back of the cow, right up next to the backbone. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to inject these things with some beef broth. Never tried that before, but I do it to my pork ribs from time to time, so I decided I'd just try it on some back ribs. So I've already went ahead and injected one just for the sake of the time in the video. Now basically on your back ribs, I don't do much to them. I take them out of the package, rinse them off. I might trim a little bit of stuff off of here if I see something that needs to be trimmed. I leave the membrane on the back. I don't take that off, you know. There's no need to get rid of it. So, like I said, there's a little bit of stuff on this one that needs to be trimmed up a little bit. So we'll just get rid of some of that stuff. Like I said, it ain't much. Now the next process I'm going to do is I'm going to just inject this rib with some of this beef broth. I didn't do anything fancy to this. This is just beef broth right out of the container. You know, nothing fancy. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go between each of the bones. I'm just going to give it a little squirt in there, in between the bones. You can kind of see the meat swell up whenever that goes in. So, you know, it can get a little messy, but I think it's gonna make for some real good beef ribs. Then I'm just gonna take and do the other side here. Like I said, it doesn't take much. I mean, you can tell I did 2 draws on my syringe here, and that's basically all it's gonna take. But you can see those ribs start to kind of fluff up. It's kind of what you're looking for, you know. So there we have it. We got both these beef ribs injected with the marinade. Now next thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take some olive oil. I'm just going to drizzle that olive oil on top of them. That'll kind of help the rub kind of hold to the meat. You don't need a bunch of it. You know, you just want to kind of cover the meat with that olive oil. So we'll just get both sides here. And the rub today that I'm going to be using Bullshit. It's a rub that I found online, or my girlfriend picked it up in Texas for me. But anyway, I'm gonna give it a shot on these and kind of see what it tastes like. So I'm just gonna pretty heavily dose these with this rub here. This stuff's pretty thick. It's gonna be some good rub. Alright, so there they are. Beef ribs. They've been injected with the beef broth. I went ahead and seasoned them up with that Bullshit rub. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take and put these in the fridge for maybe 20 to 30 minutes, let that rub kind of settle in on the meat. I'm going to get the smoker fired up. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, punch the like button. Today we're going to be doing beef back ribs out there on the Pit Boss. Alright, so we've got those beef back ribs in there in the fridge, letting that rub settle in on them. So I'm going to go ahead and just fire up my smoker, kick that baby to smoke, turn the power on. It's going to rock and roll, smoke a little bit. once there's fire going in there, I'll kick it on up to about 300. I didn't clean my grill real good last time I used it, so I'm gonna kick it up to 300, get it hot, clean it up, but then I'm gonna kick it back down to 250. 250 is where we're gonna wanna smoke these ribs at. So once that smoker's dialed in at 250, we'll be back, throw them ribs on the pit boss. All right, so here we are. Our grill's heated up. Right now it's at like 265. It'll settle in at 250. But I'm gonna go ahead and throw these ribs on there. You can see that rub settled in on it real nice. So we're just gonna go ahead and just throw them babies on, bone side down. We're just gonna let them rock and roll. I'm probably not gonna look at them for like 2 hours, you know. I might look at them at 2 hours, but probably not any time before that. So this is what we're doing today. Beef back ribs, smoking and grilling, grilling and smoking, stuff you can do in your backyard. All right, so here we are back again. These ribs have been on here about 2 hours. You can start to see a little bit of bone starting to show out, starting to kind of peek through. That's kind of what we're looking for. I think they like about another 30 minutes to maybe an hour. I might hit them with some spritz here in a minute, but right now we're gonna let them rock and roll about another 30 minutes, maybe an hour. Alright, so here we are. We've got those beef back ribs, pulled them off the smoker. These things wound up going about 3 hours, maybe 3.5 hours. But I was getting good pullback, stuck a toothpick in between the bones, and it glide through like butter. So that lets me know that they're ready to go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and, that bone's just trying to fall out the end of that one. So I'm gonna go ahead and just slice into one of them, try to see what we got here. You know, that looks pretty good to me. Real juicy. It's got a good smoke ring. This is what we're doing today. Beef back ribs on the Pit Boss Austin XL. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, punch the like button. We've also got an Instagram page. You want to check that out, at Dying Breed Barbecue. And we also have a Facebook page, Dying Breed Barbecue. So go check us out, give us a like. This is what we're doing all the time. Grilling and smoking, smoking and grilling, stuff you can do in your backyard.